what we have learned yesterday is how to extract the type in Python. Okay, and this help us to determine our data type value, what type of value we are about to enter, okay, by input command. Okay, so I'm going little bit more ahead in this one. Everybody see it, I'm going down here. You see now data type in Python. You see how many data types are available in Python. Let's make it out. You see, let me have, see, first one is number. Okay, second one is what? String. You know string? You now you will not say word. Okay, you are going to say string data type. Then we are going to have a boolean data type. Then we are going to have a list, we are going to have a tuple, we are going to have a set, we are going to have a dictionary. So looking very different type, understand, apart from any other programming language you take out, these are different type of data type available. And with these all data type, you nearly about anything you can resemble in Python, whatever you have thought upon. Is it okay? So let's see one by one. See now mode here. When I'm going to teach number, then I'm going to teach number, and I'm going to show you multiple practicals for this number. Okay, so that this can be understood to you. Then again I'm going to teach strings. Then multiple programs I'm going to teach for a whole string I'm going to take. Okay, these are different branches. Then again boolean. Then again we are going to take full practicals of booleans. Then we come to list like that. So these are very big topics. Okay, so one by one we will go and clear through. Okay, so let's see first, but today I am going to make explanation this all little bit, so that it will be there in your mind. So I'm coming back here. You see, before this one, before learning this all number, string, boolean, list, tuple, set and dictionary, let's study one more thing here, very important. And in this time in practical, this is being asked by the external every time: mutable and immutable data type. Do you know that movie X-Men series? Have you watched X-Men series? So they are overcoming, mutants are coming, mutants. Not it? You know, mutants. So what that mutant means, which can change their state. Okay, which can change. So here you see, mutable means what? A mutable data type can change its state or content. An immutable data type cannot. Okay, so see here, suppose I am going to define, you see, I am going to define this x equal to 10. Okay, so this x equal to 10, it's remained 10. Okay, I'm going to show it to you, this one. You see, so what are the mutable data type here? We have a list, we have dictionary, we have a set, byte, array. Just put in mind, these all things will be more clear when I'm going to show you the examples, and I'm going to teach you in detail then. Immutable data type means what? Integer, float, complex number, string, tuple, frozen set. These all are immutable version of data type in Python. Is it okay? Now you see one method ID. We are learning this ID here. So I'm going to show you ID here. What the meaning of this ID? Let me open this Python now. See, I'm writing here x equal to 345. Now tell me a technique that I will change this x equal to 345. You see, suppose this is there in RAM. See what the practical meaning in the RAM. This is RAM, let's suppose, and in this RAM somewhere you see, somewhere an address is there, x. This x is the, suppose this one is x, okay, and here what the value is there, 345, and this is of which type? Integer type. So till your system is on, till this memory is available, this value 345 remain an integer. It will not change to string in due course of time. Have you understood what the meaning is here? The data type or the content in used in Aadhaar number, okay, whatever things are being entered in that will not change. Your bank account, you see, whatever amount is there, whatever contents are there, that will not change automatically. 345 will not change to string automatically on its own. Until 345 remain 345, till you are not going to update it. I'm going to write here, you see, I'm going to write in this one, you see, again I'm going to write here x equal to 456. Now manually I am updating here. So in memory what will be there now, it will be changed to what is that, 456, but it remain integer. I change the data type but it remain integer. Understand? This is known as not mutable. Okay, it will not change. That is the meaning. So what we have learned here, any variable, I am writing v for variable, any variable in Python is going to have three characteristics. Okay, what are those three characteristics? It's very simple. Number first one, now you tell me, say that variable should have a any idea? Alright, see, now we are writing variable should have a variable name. Okay, a variable should have a proper type, which type of data type it is going to store, integer, float, double, like that, and variable should have a value. I hope my handwritings are feasible to you. You can understand what I'm typing. You and everybody is knowing my drawing and painting is how much good is that. So anyhow, you understand. So any variable, not any, every variable should have three qualities or three characteristics or three components every time. Number first one is name. Okay, second one is what? Type. Third one is what? Value. Okay, now name, you are giving name, but in memory guys, in random access memory, that name is not being stored like that, because system is unable to store understand what is the value of x, what is x here, because x is human understandable. So in memory, what the location, exact location is there, for that a value is there, id. Okay, id details in memory. Okay, so that, so now you can say that instead of this name, now I'm going to change this name, this x. Okay, this is the name that we people are knowing, but now as a programmer, what we are going to say, what is the id of this x? So a variable should have a id, a variable should have a type, a variable should have a value. Three things. Now I am going to show it to you. You see, I am going to type here, you see, I'm going to write here id. You see id, and I want to know at what place, you see, this x is being stored. So now you see, this is the address value in my RAM for this x, where 456 is being stored. So this address value is what coming here, 142, whatever this address value is coming here. Have you understood, everybody? So now we have a variable x. This x is the variable. This x variable is having a id. This is the id here. And this x is having a type. What is the type here? We have not gone for the type here, na? So I'm going to show you the type here. I'm going to type here type, and then I'm going to write here x. You see. Now you see what we are going to have. You see, we are going to have this as a type integer, and value. What value are going to have? We have a value 456. Things are clear to everybody? Yeah, say all programmers, Python programmers, reply me yes fast, everybody. It's very simple. Yeah. No, you see, you are changing the only value. Here you see now, you are changing the value, but these all things remain same or not? This is your part. This value is your part, but these all things remain same. You are not changing the place here, na? Okay, so that understood. So these all things are invisible. Only value is visible to you. Now you see again next. I'm going a little bit more ahead. You have understood. So you understood the difference between mutable entity and immutable entity. Okay, so you thought it only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there which are mutable: list, dictionary, set, byte, and array. Rest all are immutable type. Okay, come back here, numbers. Now we are going to, in the first one, you see numbers, this one, number data type. So in numbers in Python, we are going to have, let me take, and okay, numbers, you see, number can store numeric value. Okay, but can you tell me three basic numeric value? Three basic are there, what Python has described here, you see. And in maths also you are knowing three basic values are there for a number. One is integral part, 22 suppose you are writing. Okay, 22 suppose you are writing. One is floating point, what you are writing, with decimal point you are writing or not. So what is the definition of that negative number and positive number and plus 0 is known as integers. Okay, and the value which can be represented on number line is also known as integer, is it? So that same thing is coming here, either you go for integral part, either you go for floating part. See a term float I told here, so decimals are always known as float. Then next one you see complex number, imaginary number. Have you studied complex number in maths? You have to learn complex number in maths. Okay, so complex number is having one part real and one part imaginary. Okay, in that it is coming. So it will be understood to you very soon, complex number, or I'm going to show you one example. You see, so there are three basic built in data type, that is integer, floating point and complex number. Integer deals with this 22, floating point deals with this 5, and complex number deals with, let's suppose, this type of value 2 plus 5j, like that number you have seen. This is real part and this one is complex part, imaginary part. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you. If not, then today you find something about this complex number and make yourself updated little bit. Okay, now see here, integers. You see, integers or int you can write, can be positive or negative number with no decimal point. Okay, integers in Python 3 are of unlimited size. Python 3 is the version here. Somebody had asked me what is the size of integers. Are you listening? Who is that guy? So unlimited size. Python will take everything, is it? Python is not chewing, understand? Is swallowing, is it? So it will take anything, whatever you type. So that. So these are examples you see here. Better. Then you see int is the function. Okay, to convert something to integer also. Both thing I am teaching you. Here you see. Let me open Python. Here you see. Now suppose I am writing here x equal to 22.5. It is of type float, but I want to print its integral part only. Then what I am going to do? See, print. Then I want to print integral part. If I am going to print x here, you see 22.5 is coming. But I want to use only integer part. So now what I am going to do? Print. I am going to put here int, and then I am going to put here x. So this is going to print me only the integral part. Are you getting me? The concept clear here? So int is a function in Python which will convert your argument. I am telling argument. Now think these all things you very clearly understand. Int. See my mouse, I am unable to control here. You see int x. Okay, done. So this int, what is this int? Int is a function, and function is going to have a argument x here. This is x. Okay, input are also known as argument. So int will convert, int will make, int will extract the integral part from the given argument. So given argument is of which type? Float type. So from that float it has extracted only the integral part here. So that is being done. Okay, so now what is that? Now input I can take here, you see. Now if I'm going to take input here, you see I'm going to write here x equal to input, and I'm going to write here enter a number. Is it? My last line is visible. See, my last line is visual. Okay, x equal to input and numbers. I am writing 254, 253. Now I'm going to press enter key. So now tell me guys, I had entered a number, I had entered integer, I had entered float, I had entered character, I had entered string. What I had entered? Okay. Okay, so 234 is integer. Everybody, all? What we have entered? I integer. Okay, done. Everybody. Okay, that's wrong, is it? It's not an integer. It's a character. It's a string. Correction of a string. You remember yesterday I told you input command always take input in terms of either character or either a string. You have forgotten. Okay, so if I'm to write here type, see, type, and then I am writing here x. Just now you have entered. It is of type string. You see, str is coming. You see here, str is coming for this x. What you have entered here. So what is the error? Python is very intelligent. You are typing from keyboard. Everything from keyboard is a character. Everything from the keyboard is a string. So you see Python has taken 234 as a string. But now you want to use the value of x in your programming for mathematical calculations, arithmetic calculations. So now you are going to convert this input given in form of string to integer manually. So now I am going to modify the input statement. Everybody see it carefully. X equal to, I am writing here input. Okay, then I am going to write same prompt here. I am going to write here enter a number. Is it? You see, done. So now what I'm going to do, this integer function, where is that integer function we've taken? You see this int function, int x, int, and then input. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start int here only, int, and I am going to input here bracket, and I'm ending the bracket here. Have you understood what I typed here? We have an input command here. This input is coming from keyboard in any form, any format, that will be taken by int function. This int function will now convert this input to integer, right? So I am going to put here, you see, now I am going to press enter key, and I'm going to enter a number. I'm going to enter under 234, same number. Okay, now I can show you type. Now what type of x is that? Now you see it is integer form. Both difference have you seen? So this conversion is known as type casting. You are going to cast your type, you are going to convert your type. So I am going to let you know one by one this type casting. Whenever we are going to read this, whenever I am going to do the float, then again float type casting is there, complex type casting is there, string type casting is there, like that here. But till this much aim only, this much knowledge only, that we can convert our contents to integer value. Can we have a program? Okay, so I'm going to show you program. I'm going to show you a very basic addition of two numbers here. You see, so I'm going to write here. You see, x already we have taken. Now I'm going to take y equal to. I'm going to write integer. Now you see typing strategy, integer. Then inside input. Then again bracket, input is going to have a prompt. I'm going to write here enter value of y. Is it? You see enter value of y. So it is asking enter value of y. I'm writing 456. Then I'm going to sum is equal to x plus y. You see it added. Then I'm going to write here print. I'm going to write here s for sum. See, the sum is coming. Okay, so we have done a program here now with that typecasting. So I'm going to go to the file menu. I'm going to type a new program. You see new file. This is new file coming for me. Here I'm going to create a new file. This is cell. Here every line will be interpreted. You see every line will be interpreted for you. Okay, but in this one you see you have to write whole program first. So I'm going to write whole program. Now this can go like that: type a Python program to input two integers and print its sum. Okay, you have seen in that video also, same thing, is it? Now you can understand what I typed there, is it? So now I'm going to write here, you see, I'm going to write in hash and I'm going to write here input to integers. You see what I'm typing here, you see I'm typing with hash and it is coming in red color here. Input to I will take 2 or what is that? Okay, yeah, okay. You tell me fast, okay. Input 2 integers and print their sum. Okay, done. You see what I did here. I had written a comment in my program. Okay, this program will not be taken by the interpreter. Okay, it will be left as vacant blank. It will not be taken by the interpreter for processing. It only for me to see what is there. So this is single line comment. If you want to write in single line, you write like this. But if you want to write in multiple lines, 4 or 5 lines are there, you want to write whole question in your program, then you start with here. You see I am writing here 2 3. Okay, single apostrophe here 3 times, and then I am going to write, you see, multiple lines. See here first line, then again I am going for the second line, you see second line, and third line I am going here, and then I want to end it. So again here also 1 2 3. This is multiple line comment in Python. Are you understanding me? What is that? Single line comment and multiple line comment. Okay, so in those tutorial video you have seen this one, multiple line comment. I am writing questions also there in that. So this is multiple line, but now I want to print in single line only, because single line is enough. We can see it out. So single line comment will go with hash. So it is single line. Now I'm going back here. X equal to, you see what I'm typing now, integer. Now you can understand. X is a variable. Okay, it's a value. Now it is of which I am going to convert the data as integer type, and I am going to take input command from user now here. So I am writing here enter value of x. Okay, so you are going to put the value of x here. Okay, so you will not think that I am writing what this angle bracket and things are there. Yeah, nothing logic behind that. This is simply minus mark, you see. This is simply minus mark, and this is angle bracket, minus mark angle bracket, so that, and one space I'm giving here, so that cursor will blink here, so I will understand, no, I have to enter the data here only. Okay, so that is simple logic for you. Okay, not logic, writing style for you. Then I'm writing y equal to integer, then I'm writing here input. See, while typing I'm going to commit a mistake. Let me see who can judge that mistake among this whole CS group. Somewhere I will type a mistake, is it? Enter value of y. See, I enter a value of y. Okay, done. I'm writing sum is equal to x plus y. Is it? I did the sum also. Then I am going to write print here. Then print, I am writing here sum equal to, I am writing here s. So I am going to run this program. Or are you finding some error? Okay, so what I had given, this you see x here, this one is in capital case, and we have taken x in small case, so case error here. Okay, good. You people are understanding now. This s is capital, this s is small. This x is capital and this x is small, so that you should take care of that. Okay, so now you see this program will run successfully. You see I am going to change this one to x, and this one going to change this one to s. Done. Now I'll go to run command here. Or I'll go to file command here, save. I can go from save here directly. Okay, but after saving I have to click this run command. Okay, so why can't you go to run command only, one time click and run the module here? It will save automatically and it will run your command in one click only. So source must be saved. So I'm saving this source. I'm saving on my desktop. I'm saving with AA. See, now it start in running phase. See, the last line is visible. Last line. See what I had typed, exactly same it is coming. Enter the value of x, and you see one space is also coming here. So now I'm going to write here. You see I'm going to write 23. Then I'm going to write here 56. Enter, then press enter key. Sum equal to 79 is coming. Is it okay? So like that way you are going to have a some program. So this is a program written in Python. I hope concept is clear here for integer value. Right. Okay. So I'm stopping my presentation. Okay, that's all for today.